19. It's the Canadian college football version of this game, and my favorite bowl game of all time, the Last Place Bowl. Today, we've got the Ottawa Tech Eagles, who come in at 1-7, and the North Toronto Pitbulls, defending champions of the Last Place Bowl, because it's not winning the Last Place Bowl, it's coming up with the least amount of points in the Last Place Bowl. I messed up earlier, so obviously you don't know the overall ratings. Just know that Ottawa Tech should absolutely handle North Toronto. I mean, it should be a good, hard-fought game. But are you on it, Dominic? Are you still doing your thing?
I'm gonna save it and then join you.
All right. Today's referee, Something Juby. And here we have the Illuminati going on for North Toronto. They're just kind of standing there in a T formation. They won the coin toss. Oh. Shit, I fucked up. Well, perfect. I messed it up.
What did you do?
Well, back to the bowl games, so we'll actually get to see what's going on. No.
The only YouTuber I'm subscribed to is streaming. I wonder what it is.
There we go.
It sure is good to see everything in HD.
But as those who may watch this entire thing, you could have paused it there. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to school to edit this shit, but who cares? It's not like anybody's actually gonna listen. Besides, like, the consistent 3 people we've been getting. This is the ConnectPlay.com Connect Play Last Place Bowl. Ottawa Tech, North Toronto look to have an exciting, fun game. And we'll know who is the worst team in the country. Zimby, who do you think's gonna be the real winner of this game? Meaning,
I think it's gonna be North Toronto is gonna be the actual MVP team here by losing.
Ooh. How come? Is it just because they're just full-on worse, or do they really want to be back-to-back last place bowl champions?
I think there's actually something to say about being back-to-back last place bowl champions, because you get a trophy. To get a trophy, it costs $5 on the internet, and you can put it in your school, and that might make recruits want to come here. So you'll eventually just become last bowl. Oh Jesus, that was a horrible.
Yes, they're really trying to show. Now, some people would say they're playing this game for pride. They maybe want to end the year.
There is no pride in the last place bowl game.
I don't know. That tight end there on that play really just tried to show some pride, but he obviously came up well short.
I think this is third down territory. You got to go for it right now if you want to win this game this early. We've seen how dumb this scenario is. Of course they're going to punt it away, but I think I would have gone for it on third down.
Now, Ottawa Tech has a really good offense. They just haven't been clicking all year. Like, the overall-wise, it's been really solid, as well as the team as a whole. Do you think they come out here and try to build momentum for the next season?
Absolutely not. I think what you need to do is take a couple play game penalties, try to get this game over with as soon as possible, go back home. The kids want to see their families. They haven't seen them in a couple months.
What about the center who does not have a family?
He just has a gun waiting for him under his pillow. The gun can wait. I think he's in this game to win it.
Hold on. When you look at the play, roughing the passer, huh? So there are 2 number 50s for Ottawa Tech. The center, and there's going to be another guy running into the picture somewhere. It was on the last play, I noticed. Yes, there are 2 number 50s. He'll be on the left side of the field.
Well, here's the thing. I think 50 plus 50 equals 100. So if you get that, that means you're 100% guaranteed to win. Or alternatively, 50 minus 50 is 0, so you have no chance to win. I think it's a tactic to confuse the other team, and I think it's working.
If you're number 50, would you be concerned for your health that you're both the center and the motion man? So you're snapping the ball to the quarterback and then the quarterback's throwing it to you? It's hard to be in two places at once.
I think it's more or less concerning for his health that he's playing for this team. So I don't think he really cares about that.
Understandable. Now, my team, the Montreal Freeze, we were one loss away from being in this bowl game. How disappointed do you think my team is for not being able to play in this bowl game?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Dalton. I think they were happy to go home and see their kids. It's been a little while. They didn't want to play in this game. No one does.
I think you're full of shit.
I think this is first down territory.
They're making it second and manageable. I think you got to go with the Northern quarterback sneak here on 2nd and 7.
All you need to pick up is 7 yards, and if your quarterback can somehow stretch himself to be 7 yards tall, it's completely manageable.
Holy shit, we had Nathan Peterman on the play. It's a miracle that it wasn't intercepted.
I have no idea where that was going. Good thing the defenders also have stones for hands. In fact, I think everyone here has no fingers.
Understandable.
I heard there was a horrible bus accident coming here for both teams where they crashed into each other. And
I don't think that was an accident.
They were trying to commit mercy killings.
Now, number 50, if Ottawa Tech ends up winning this game, he will be my MVP. Actually, he's my MVP no matter what. He's literally on the field at 2.
Number 50 it is, but
if they throw it to him, you'll see he has the same name as the other number 50.
Oh, well, that's pretty crazy. He can just do mitosis like that. Not a lot of players can do that. It's a special skill a lot of coaches want on their team.
Well, if you don't know about the story of number 50, he lost his leg in a freak centering accident during Week 2's game where they lost 37-16 to Montreal West. And they're like, okay, we're going to have to, well, just put you out of your misery. And he's like, no, we'll just put it in some sunlight and make it like a Bob Ross chia pet. And sure enough, he grew again, and they're like, well, we don't know what to do with him, so we'll put him at tight end. And it's been a perfect fit as they've only won one game this year.
I think when you're tanking to get to this game, sometimes you just gotta have some unholy acts happen to you, and then...
I can't wait to show this to my play-by-play professor and him being like, why are you here?
I think you may or may not get suspended from the school forever, and barred from its grounds.
Understandable. Go Pokes. Now it's 3rd and 1. Would you want to go for it here on this situation, or do you agree kicking the field goal?
I think you need to go for it at this point, because if you score 1 touchdown, I think that's ball game.
Understandable.
You need a rouge. As we listen to the heavy metal music in the background, that's definitely going to get us demonetized.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Good job, Pancake.
Yeah, I'll listen to music first.
I will mute you, and for the name of Doug Flutie Maximum Football 2019.
Well, here's the thing, though. We're not getting any money anyway, so you might as well have this radical soundtrack to our commentary.
That is true.
Okay, there you go.
We're going to call this the North Toronto Band. They focus all of their money onto the band. They hired a whole 5 people. As you can tell right now, there's a mean flute going on.
All 5 of them are drummers. And they could not bring their drum kit out here, so each one got to bring 1 piece of their drum kit. We have 2 cymbals and 3 bass drums.
Absolutely amazing.
You may be like, where is that guitar sound coming from? From your imagination. That is absolutely special.
I'll make sure I'll play some good music for your football game.
That was a good run right there. Pickup of 2.
Absolutely. Makes it second and manageable.
Is there anything that is not second and manageable, Dalton?
One time we saw a second and 57. Oh my God! I think they're gonna try and do the numbers 50 center tactic. I think they've got to remove his leg and hope that he regrows by halftime.
I appreciate how he's motioning towards the sideline for someone to help him, but no one is helping him.
I'm pretty sure that's because he is motioning towards the wrong sideline.
Well, if he's injured enough, maybe he can have his clone rejoin the other team. What the hell?
I don't know what that was.
Didn't look like a penalty to me, but if the game says it's a penalty, it's a penalty.
Szymanski. Look, well, drops it back to Runsink, who's gonna just... Oh, it's intercepted, but the person who intercepted the ball had his neck snapped, so I guess it's a 1-1 for everyone.
He seemed to glitch out there as soon as he got tackled, and like I've said time and time again, that's not easy for a player to have his neck stretched 50,000 times more than it should have.
Now, you've noticed with the North Toronto offense, they don't trust the stump fuck at quarterback doing quarterback things, so they basically just turned him into a Lamar Jackson and have him run the ball. Do you think that's the right move for North Toronto?
I think the score basically tells itself right there. It's 3-0. Not enough delay game penalties from this North Toronto team. This is what got them there last year. They obviously have not been showing that kind of spark this year, as we see an incompletion.
That is true. North Toronto did have 8 consecutive delay of games last year and made it 2nd and 53. Unfortunately, they could only make it 3rd and manageable before they just had to punt it.
Holy shit, that returner is dead.
Absolutely killed himself there.
I don't know why he clapped on that play, because he got yeeted 15 yards backwards.
Oh my. This is exactly what we've been waiting for.
This is the first one, I think, of many delay game penalties.
Well, let's see if they decide to try to make it
for you to lose the losing pole.
And they're going to fire deep to the center, and it's going to be incomplete. Technically, shouldn't that be a legal man downfield?
No, because technically at that point they are 2 separate entities. Even though they may sleep in the same bed and become one person at night, they're 2 separate entities on the football field.
Understandable. Now, if we didn't have that delay of game penalty, it would have been 3rd and 1. Do you think this really hurts Ottawa Tech's chances, or do you think they're just going to punt it away anyway?
I think they would punt it away anyway, even if it was a 3rd and 1 on the 1 yard line. I think that's the safe thing to do. I don't really understand not getting a delay game penalty, because it throws off your opponent. Sometimes it works, oftentimes it doesn't, but that's okay.
Well, I hate to cut you off here, but somehow 14 plus 12 equals -4, and that's what North Toronto has for yards.
That is correct. You're a natural.
You are, in fact, a natural. Well, once when you see this play here in a second, you're going to be absolutely disgusted with North Toronto.
There is no place for that in college football. Absolutely none. That is a shameful act.
especially in the Canadian college football world. And that's better if you're North Toronto. Loss of 4 on first down.
I think on this next play, that didn't really work out the way they wanted to. They gotta take another delay game penalty. It's absolutely crucial to making third manageable.
Well, it's 3rd and 9 from the Ottawa 32. Do you think they're going to go for the field goal?
I think they're going to go for the field goal. I don't think they'll make it. It's kind of a far kick.
Well, they brought in another offensive lineman to go in and kick it.
I think that's a good idea. Them thick boys are usually pretty good with their legs.
Well, you're correct
knows
there.
Offensive linemen are the fastest players.
4 plays for 28 yards. And we've got a tied ball game.
Was that 2 rushing attempts for -1 yards?
I guess.
Fantastic. The running game is going off today.
As always. Now here we have this wimpy ass kicker. I don't know why he didn't kick the field goal, but whatever. But he's got a
Because
boom
he's not a big,
stick.
beefy, thick boy.
Here comes number 50. Here he goes. Across the 20 to the 25, and he gets bitch slapped like a fucking rag doll at the 25. On 26.
I'm thinking you gotta take him out for the rest of his career. That looked like it hurt. Don't let him get on the football field ever again. His clone will do just fine without him.
Oh, here come them things once again. And oh my god, what the hell is number 4? We got Helen Keller on the field. But they somehow pick up positive yards.
What the fuck? It looked like he was holding the ball, forgot how to run with it, and he was like, "Here, buddy, I hope you know how to run with it," and then he didn't.
Well, number 50 actually caught the ball once again. For whatever reason, I believe the name has changed for the other number 50. He's built up his own identity. And I just don't like that idea.
Best song right here.
Only if you're watching the Connect Play Last Place Bowl. Brought to you by Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019.
I will say this, I really do appreciate how the makers of this game decided to sponsor a bowl game. That's very generous of them. What is this? What was that?
That's what they call offense.
I don't like it.
It offends me.
It shakes me to my very core.
Pancake, are you watching the ConnectPlay.com Last Place Bowl?
No.
Well, that's on you.
Well,
And we have another interception on the field.
I think that's exactly what Ottawa Tech wanted. This
Absolutely.
is basically just a punt for them. It was gonna end in a punt anyway. They didn't need to bring the punter out or anything. He needs to arrest his legs.
Absolutely. It's got to be hurting after all those punts. And oh my, he glitches through a guy and picks up 5 more yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. He ends up bringing the power of Zeus out of him for just a split second, and then he went back to full retard.
I don't think that was the power of Zeus Dalton. I think that was probably the power of a more minor god.
Well, then they give it to him on the next play, and he clearly has, if he just kept running forward, he would have had enough for the first down, but he gets bitch slapped back behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes running straight's a little bit hard for these running backs, so I don't really blame him for wanting to turn.
Oh my god, we've got a broken neck on the play.
He probably deserved it after that one. He's a little bitch anyway.
Absolutely. Just like Fearless Pancake 2. We could have seen positive rushing yards, but nope. He gets hit like a fucking pillow and gets launched back 5 yards.
What did I tell you? It's hard for these guys to run forward. It really hurts them physically, mentally, and emotionally in order to do that. So sometimes you just gotta run parallel to the lines.
He's got all day to throw. He's actually going to hit number 50, who's going to pick up their third first down of the day. He's had all of their third first downs, I believe.
Number 50 is absolutely the MVP of this game. However, that is not something the team wants. In fact, the team would probably appreciate it if they didn't score any points at all. Because their general manager is going in the toilet.
Well, if you watch this play here in a second, you'll realize they got exactly what you needed if you're an Ottawa Tech fan.
I think that's the signal that Ottawa Tech really, really wants to win the last place bowl, as in lose.
Understandable.
It's today Friday or Saturday?
It is Friday now.
Wow, I lost the day.
Yeah, because we have a race tomorrow.
And firing over the middle. They actually tried to offense and nothing's gonna. Oh, never mind. Illegal contact. He touched the ball. You can't do that unless you're gonna intercept it.
That is 100% correct. I don't know why you'd even bother trying to get that thing. Even if the quarterback absolutely sucks at throwing the ball, you do not want to have your hands anywhere near that.
Oh, here's the handoff. Oh my. Oh my. He died. The football goes through his chest whenever he lands.
That's it. Medical team's got to get him off the field. He's bleeding all over the place. Shield your eyes, children.
Oh, firing over the middle to the 5, and fuck. So it's just gonna get fucking hit to the 5. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Other than he should probably go fuck himself.
First and goal from the Ottawa 5. North Toronto could take the lead here. I think that's the wrong move. And we've got 2 Helen Killers on the field. And they're going to lose 8 on the play. I think on second and goal you've got to
take a field goal and go home. Maybe go see your kids. I don't know.
No, this is what you needed, and no! Ottawa Tech knew that they could have gotten the interception, but they've got to think of the bigger prize ahead of them. Last place.
You got to get the first overall pick in the next draft.
Of college.
Yes. Right out of high school.
And the field goal is barely good. 6-3 is the score. North Toronto technically losing this game because it's the last place bowl.
This isn't something you want to see as a North Toronto fan. You want to go home and hide in shame and cry. Not hold your head high after winning the last place bowl, because that just seems sad and depressing.
As an overall team, as this thing started in Season 1, North Toronto is currently, well, they're 0-16 in regular season play, and they lost in the score-wise in last year's, god damn it, I can't speak, last year's last place bowl. Do you think we'll see them again next year?
I think we'll see them until the last place bowl is no longer played, to be honest. They're doing something right with their program, and it's not showing on the football field.
I found a perfect video for Zimby. It's an inside look at Kim Kardashian's fucking kitchen.
That's going to be our halftime report. 11 seconds left in this first half. Do you think Ottawa Tech needs to just give up a safety? I'm going to call that a yes. Well, they're going to get one more play for whatever reason. Once when the clock hits 0, you just get one more play. And firing out to the outside, he's got room, crossed the 35 and tackled at the 40. That's the end of the first half. North Toronto 6, Ottawa Tech 3. Well, you switched the first downs. Yes, sir.
I know what your halftime sponsor will be. Bang-a-lang. You're welcome.
Alright, that's our halftime sponsor. Welcome back to the second half. Dominic, what do you think Ottawa Tech's going to have to do in order to win this game?
I think we're going to just have to rely on turnovers from North Toronto, because North Toronto really, I know they haven't really done it all this game, but they love the delay game penalties. So Ottawa Tech's just got to rely on those.
That's the best analyst in the game.
I think I would watch the game, but
we got Helen Keller on the field, back to the 5, and then firing in all the way, trying to show her arm strength, and almost picks up the first down. I don't know what that was. If you're live streaming this game, please back it up and watch that bullcrap once again. It was absolutely amazing. We've got Helen Keller dropping back again, moving the ball down the field. We don't know what the hell to expect for the rest of this. Do they keep on trying to bring this momentum to the rest of the game?
I don't know. That's a very difficult question to ask, because I don't know if you want to win this game or lose it. I think if you're North Toronto, you want to defend your title of losing. If you're Ottawa Tech, you got to keep pushing hard to win this game. I think even North Toronto's cheering for Ottawa Tech in this one.
Although
also,
it is senior day for Ottawa Tech, being played at Ottawa Tech's field. You may want to see your seniors come out with a win.
They don't want to do that. They'd rather go off into the sunset on a loss, on a low note, so they can go home and get a sad toothy hand job from their mate.
Well, all of them did want to win a trophy whenever they signed up to play for Ottawa Tech, so this is a chance.
What game is this?
Well, the thing is, you get a trophy whether you win or lose in this game. It's the exact same thing. It says last place bowl winner on it, because you can win and lose this game at the same time.
We have 3 people on air right now. I don't know why.
One of them is Christina and one of them is me, and then I don't know who the other one is.
It's me, you fucking idiot.
And here's back with another quarterback sneak. He's going to pick up 5 and make it second and manageable. From the NTU 24, do you think he just needs to pull out his own Helen Keller and just start running backward?
No, I think we haven't seen it a lot from this North Toronto team. Another delay of game penalty. We've only seen 1 this game. We need at least maybe 7 or 8 more to make it a closer game.
And we have an interception. Number 84 breaks both of his legs just trying to make the tackle. And thankfully for him, number 20 is a scrawny little bitch and falls down without a fight.
Looking like he broke his axle right there, and also his spinal cord. He might not be able to walk after this game.
Running back to the right. And picks up to about the 35.
What kind of game am I watching?
A good game.
The physics look about as good as fucking, oh god.
Well, there were 3 people who made this game and almost had another interception. But it's 3rd and 5. You think they've got to try to keep the field goal. I don't know if you can tie in the last place game, but it'd be fitting.
I really hope you do, because then no one gets the trophy.
And they've got it. Hit him with the
The field goal
boom!
net comes up like a wisp, with nothing attached to it whatsoever. It just kind of appears.
Is there only 3 downs?
Yes.
Yes.
Canadian rules.
Yes, I made this Canadian college football and Canadian rules. With the Canadian field. You can do the Canadian field with American rules. I don't know why.
That is retarded. But I like it.
Or at least I think you can.
I know this has completely nothing to do with the game, but I got a text from a man named Anthony Ortiz about my Pizza Hut light that I stole. He said theft.
Well, you just gotta call him a little bitch. But here we are. Oh, he's just going to start running backward. He did not want to be tackled, but as soon as he gets tackled, he hits him with a hard dab.
I think he wanted to go for the safety right there. He did not want anything to do with that man until he was at least in his own end zone. But he didn't get there, unfortunately, so play ball.
I think, yep, this is going to be another quarterback sneak. He can only throw interceptions this game, so if I'm North Toronto, I'm just going to quarterback sneak it until he, too, loses limbs.
I don't think I'd even call it a running game at that point. It's just a sneaking game. Because they have not gotten anything on the ground. They haven't gotten anything in the air. So they might as well just do it in some other random way.
Well,
I'm watching that till the end.
He lost 5 chromosomes on the play.
I think that brings his total back down to a more manageable 98.
Outstanding.
This is a third and manageable. I think you go for the punt. Which I think they are.
Number 50, I don't know how he hasn't died this game.
Probably because of the mitosis that he suffered while creating another number 50.
During week 2.
Made him a little bit more indestructible than most normal players. In fact, after this, he may or may not come back and play for another 10 years.
Well, we have another quarterback sneak on the play. Picks up 4. At the Ottawa Tech,
really
51.
Going, and I think that I see the North Toronto fans cheering for Ottawa Tech.
I don't know if you cheer for anyone in this game. Well, as you can see, the football just rolled over his helmet. What did you do when you played college football for 37 years?
For the most part, I just sat in the locker room and ate nothing but Elmer's glue. But when they actually wanted me on the field, I'd be a tight end. And what I would do is I'd just run around in my undies with no helmet. And sometimes they'd be like, get off the field. And I'll be like, no, I'm on the team. And then they'd escort me out. And I'd have fun with the fans in the parking lot.
Absolutely amazing. This is TSN. I bet this is a quarterback sneak.
That's the only play that's been working this entire game, so I would not be surprised to see North Toronto try it one more time.
Well, they went with a big old Drewski there and went with the fullback dive. UGS, never forget. Now they've just got to find a way to lose another 15 yards. Well, that could have been a pick 6, but we had 2 people fucking on the play, so it didn't work out.
Sometimes having sex on the field is something you just gotta do. As a former player who would have sex on the field all the time, I can attest it does feel good and it helps your game. Makes it a third manageable.
How many delay of games did you have when you were playing?
Every single time I stepped onto the field, they throw a flag.
How many college football schools are you allowed to go to?
0.
Amazing.
Absolutely none. I'm not sure how I'm in the VO booth with you right now, but I think I hear the security guards knocking on the door telling me to leave.
Well, unfortunately, we're not within 200 feet of a school zone, so they've just gotta leave.
Yeah, you hear that, fuckers? Not allowed in here.
Well, we've got Helen Keller's on the play, and they're gonna lose about 8.
I think at this time you need to have North Toronto somehow summon a delay of game penalty. I don't know how. I see the North Toronto and the Ottawa Tech coaches talking to each other on the sidelines. I think North Toronto's telling them their next play on defense.
I think what they're doing is they're deciding what they're going to do after the game. Because one side, they're going to get the Elmer's glue stick to really get refocused, rehamped for the off season and try to work themselves back here for the other ones. But for the other team that feels better about themselves, whichever one it may be, they're going to get a fine-toothy hand job afterward.
Probably from all the players on the other team. That's probably what they're discussing. Whoever loses has to provide the toothy hand job.
But who would be considered the loser of this game? The team that wins by more points or the team that finishes last overall in the last place bowl?
I think it depends on who it is. If North Toronto wins, they are the absolute losers. However, if Ottawa Tech wins, I think they're the winners. Because that makes sense. Ottawa Tech is looking to build their program. North Toronto is looking to be in this bowl game for the 3rd straight year next year.
Especially with number 50 taking
here.
shot after shot.
That was an absolute boomstick.
Well, he doesn't know which sideline to go to. He started walking off towards the North Toronto sideline, and they're like, no, you retard, get back over here.
That's the CTE talking.
And the fullback dive is going to pick up -4 yards.
The rushing game in this has been absolutely ecstatic. Nothing but negative losses and positive losses.
Here's Nick firing, going deep, trying to go to a football thing, and it's going to be cut at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Ottawa Tech!
There's absolutely no room for this in college football. That is absolutely sickening. This is a disgrace for all the fans watching on TV and in the stands and the opposing coaches. But Ottawa Tech is officially leading this game in the way that they would like to win.
And here's some shitty-ass fireworks coming out of the goalpost.
I wonder how they pack all those rockets inside of those goalposts safely.
I don't think you can do anything safely.
That's right. This is absolutely unsafe. Everything about it. Canadian college football.
So, I don't know what oh yeah. So this score almost beats, or it's almost as the same as the first game that we called in the national championship game that ended up 13-5. Does this game remind you of that beautiful matchup?
I think I'm getting some horror flashbacks just thinking about it. My PTSD is kicking in and I might just want to go strangle somebody. And unfortunately you're the one sitting next to me, so if that happens, so help you God.
Well, I'm in Stillwater, so that'd be great.
I will find you and I'll hunt you down. And put my commentator penis inside of you.
And it's going to be returnable from the 6 to the 10, the 15, and he's just going to start running backward, gets across the 20, and down at the 21. He got to about the 23 and was like, nah.
I think we've ever watched get positive yards.
I believe so.
Good return game for North Toronto.
Now, if you're North Toronto, obviously the running the ball's not working, and throwing the ball's not working. What do you do?
I think you have 3 options here. You either quarterback sneak it all the way to 3rd and manageable. You either keep running the ball to 3rd and manageable, or you take a delay game penalty and then make it 3rd and manageable.
Well, because number 20 has a fucking noodle arm, he can't throw the ball worth a shit. Looks like a pre-K-er just being like, yeah, I'll throw you the ball, and then it ends up in like another country.
I think in this scenario, if you're North Toronto, you gotta get the fans into it somehow. So you remove your starting quarterback and replace him with a cheerleader, a topless cheerleader, and she will throw the ball. Because even though you're win-losing, I don't really know what this scenario, fans at least get a show.
I think they've already got a show right now.
I think that's probably why they're leaving in droves, to go watch the show.
Well, if you're North Toronto, you really need to stop here. But if they get the ball back, do you think they have enough it takes to score a touchdown?
I don't even know how we scored a touchdown in the first place. I think North Toronto's just got to keep running the ball for some negative yards and make it 3rd and manageable. And that'll be the game for them. They have realistically maybe 2 more drives out of this because we've seen lots and lots of boomsticks. I think every single drive after this will end in a boomstick.
Understandable. Well, his head comes off. Oh my god, it's facing the wrong way! And he's going to morph through number 75 afterward.
I think existence for this man hurts. Coach needs to take him out back and shoot him in the head. He might be a sophomore, but his career is done after that horrible accident.
Cackett, we saw him play last year, and he's doing about the same thing. He notices that he's about to pick up positive yards, and then he hightails it backward.
I think I've said it before. Moving forward to gain positive yards physically hurts any running back, but moving to the side does not. So he's moving backwards. So he's trying to help his team any way he can.
And Fox going to have a great play. Picks up a lot of yards at the North Toronto 49.
I think they need to stop this immediately. They're giving their fans hope. They're giving their coach hope. Their GM hope. And I feel like we're going to see North Toronto here again next year with their third consecutive last place bowl game after wizarding up a way to break time and space in order to lose this game.
Quarterback saw that they had a big play. He's had to cut that shit off immediately.
He's going to try to do the exact same thing that the North Toronto player did because he did not want to handle the ball at that very moment. I think this is ball game right there. I don't care what they do. It doesn't matter what they do with the ball. They can just punt it through the field goal posts and get a touchback.
Oh, hold up. Before you say anything, we got our second delay of game today.
This is not the team that wanted to see these delay game penalties. It had to be North Toronto. Ottawa did not want to see these. They're trying to win a game, build on their program.
Well, Ottawa
it's just unfortunate that they got confused.
Yeah, they're just going backward now. They're just trying to see how big of a boomstick this kicker has.
Sometimes you got to give your kicker that kind of vote of confidence when you're like, if we just punted or we just kicked it on first down, you'd be much better than if you kicked it on third.
Well, he's back to the end zone and he's going to drop it. He was open all day, and I think he was surprised the ball got there.
He was just running around because he likes that big green rectangle. He got there and he looked up and he saw the ball and he was like, I don't want any part of that. Just kick a field goal.
Here we have the kicker and the quarterback onto the field. The kick's up. Kick is good. 16-6.
This drive would not be possible without North Toronto just breaking time and physics in order to win this game.
No. Do you think North Toronto has a chance?
I don't think they even want to have the chance because they've already succeeded in doing what they wanted to do. Both teams have. So they're both deemed winners in my book. They'll both get a trophy and they'll both get sad toothy hand jobs from each other in the locker rooms.
But what are we going to do with the Elmer's glue sticks?
I think those are for us.
Oh. Well, good, because I ate half of them.
That's weird because I hate the other half. I can't even find the rest, so...
Oops.
According to the packaging, we have somewhere between 16 and 24 hours to live before the food poisoning sets in.
Well, hopefully we can find some more. And preferably before this game's over.
Why is there a 3-minute warning?
Yes.
It's not even at 3 minutes.
Well, it's another pitch. He doesn't launch it backwards like it's a fucking Kim Jong-un missile.
I'm surprised that didn't break the space-time continuum just like the last handoff or toss-off or whatever the hell that was.
Well, after the holding, North Toronto's going to call its final timeout of this game. And just kind of enjoy it. Well, it's got a chance to get a safety here. Holy shit, he can't throw the ball worth shit. Either he limp dicks it, or he fucking dig slaps that shit down the field. So, I don't know.
What a cannon of an arm. Unfortunately, he operates like a 17th century cannon, where it either just kind of yeet off in whatever direction it wanted to, or just explode right where you want to shoot it and kill everyone involved.
3rd and 15, they've got to go for it.
I think this is 3rd and manageable for them, where they just got to spike the ball and hope for the best.
And then nil it. Well, I don't know what happened there, but they actually advanced the ball down the field.
What?
I would get excited, but I'm more surprised.
I think North Toronto's also surprised by that. They were just trying to get rid of the ball.
Well, they did the right thing here, and they took its first delayed game of the day.
This is what they wanted all along. This is the plan the coach drawn up, and unfortunately the quarterback just was not with the program this game. But I think he's got it back. They got the headset working properly. He can talk to them, and he's like, I want you to delay the game so goddamn badly.
Holy shit, they're moving the ball now. But it comes with a price. Broken necks.
I did tell you that these delay game penalties will help in the long run, and I think it's showing us right now. They would have not gotten that first down if it wasn't for that delay game penalty.
Absolutely. Here's another pitch, and it's going to lose 2, but it does get to the Ottawa 51.
I think I get to kick a field goal right now. No rhyme or reason, just do it.
Nah, he had a chance to catch the ball, but he's retarded as it gets. 3rd and 12.
Yeah, this is an interesting statistic. Out of all the football players on the field, about half of them are allergic to pigskin.
Well, last play, last chance, he's gonna fucking throw it into another fucking country.
I think you gotta throw the ball away at that point. You might get sacked, so you just gotta get rid of it. Hope for 4th down.
Well, Ottawa
I think
Tech.
it'd be wise for Ottawa Tech to just throw the ball out.
Well, here we have a 2nd and 7. They've got one more chance. I don't know if they'll actually do anything smart with it. I highly doubt it. But hey, you never know.
I think they already got this game wrapped up. They're just looking to injure as many of their players as they possibly can.
Number 50 has snapped his 9th neck of the game.
That's alright. Good thing that they have another number 50 that they could take the neck of and then replace it with the other number 50 if need be. Whichever one is performing better will get the working neck.
Uh-oh. North Toronto, they've got the ball at their own 8. Do you try to make it 18-6?
I think you do, because that's a really stupid score. 16-6 is also stupid, but I mean, it's got to be done.
Well, they're on the verge of doing it. They just had it happen. Another delay of game. It looks like they've got enough time to throw the ball one more time. In motion. Dropping back, firing, and it's almost intercepted, but for the 2nd time this game, the same 2 people are fucking on the field. Could have ended the season on a pick 6, but they got it on a pick dick.
I think that's a good game. Both teams got exactly what they wanted coming in. And they get to go and enjoy some really, really painful oral sex in the locker room.
Well, it's been fun calling the last place game. Once again, we saw a lot of chromosomes. Who do you think is going to be in it next year?
I think North Toronto's going to come back strong, looking to lose 3 in a row. But for the Ottawa Tech Eagles, I think that they're going to do wonders with their program next year. They're going to improve leaps and bounds to maybe, I don't know, 2-6. And not be in this game.
Would you be surprised if Ottawa Tech was back and we had a rematch of this game?
I think if that happens, Ottawa Tech just needs to fold and never have a football program again.
Understandable. This has been Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019. We'll see you for the playoffs.